Here we go. Good morning, everyone. We are
Morning.
here with the fabulous Kel K and, of course, Teresa Reeve from Women in Business Connect. And Kel is, as well as being in the WIBC. Why do I call? I've never called it that before in my life. But anyway, Women in Business Connect admin team. She's also a sponsor for our awards, and Kel is sponsoring the Beauty Fashion Entrepreneur Award. So good morning, everyone. And before we start, Kel, what's your go-to coffee?
I don't drink coffee.
Oh my God. Okay. So
Guys,
How do you
I'm
live?
go to a
drinking.
coffee shop. What do you order?
I'm a tea drinker. But I'm a really big tea drinker. So my go-to is French Earl Grey.
Oh yes.
Me too. It's very fancy, and I'm slightly obsessed. It's quite an expensive obsession, but I feel like it's cheaper than coffee. So, and I also like an infused chai on almond milk.
There was another one. Who else was a chai girl? Was that Amila?
Probably.
Yes, it was, yes.
Yeah. Well, I'm a cappuccino on skim.
I'm a flat white on fact. Full fat.
Full fat.
That's the only way to have it.
All right. So, Kel, tell us a little about you. Tell us about what you do. What's your business?
Yeah. Okay. So my business is Kel K Styling. So I'm a stylist, a personal stylist or fashion stylist. I have recently been training with the Australian Style Institute and got certified. Woo! For the fashion styling. So I've still got a ways to go. I'm doing my editorial and my master's as well. So get all of that sorted hopefully by the end of the year, which is exciting. I have a studio in Jillaby, and so it means that I sell clothes as well, which comes in very handy because a lot of the time women hate going to the big shopping centers. I think as we get older as well, it's overwhelming. You can't find anything. Sizing is messed up. Everywhere you go, you think you're one size and you could be 5 different sizes. I'm sure we all have that in our wardrobes. So I like to stock clothes as well because I can obviously source things from all over the place that you can't source, and I can get them in the studio. So I think that was a long-winded answer to the question.
I love it. How long have you had your studio open for?
I get all the, do you know what? The years are really starting to mesh together now. It's terrible, isn't it? Like I'm getting to that point, mid-40s, where I'm like, what year is it? How old am I? I think the studio, this is my 3rd year, I think. That's crazy. Is
it? Third at Jillaby.
Because I had the shop.
Yeah.
So I had the shop in Wyong, which I opened in 2018, right? Because it was before, no, hold on. When did COVID? Yeah, because then COVID happened to COVID-19. Yep. So, but then we all sort of shut down after that. So I still kept the shop I'd only really had the shop for a couple of years and then moved home, which was COVID and just life with creative kids and all of that. But like, love having the studio. Miss the community that you have when you're on a street front, and where I was in Wyong, amazing other businesses, but love the flexibility of just walking up the driveway to work.
It's a beautiful studio too. It's a it's a must visit,
and it's much bigger than my shop, which is great because I can have more stuff in it.
So many things to look at when you go. So
many.
I love a visit to your studio.
I love having you guys visit my studio.
I don't think there's ever been a time where I've walked in and haven't walked out with something.
Oh, that's true. Sorry, not sorry.
Just something.
Perfect. So tell us what makes your heart sing.
Oh gosh. Within my business, what makes my heart sing is having a woman walk in, you know, a little scared. I like it when they're a little bit scared. Whether that's the right word, but you know what I mean, just a little bit hesitant,
maybe.
And they kind of might even be like a little hunched over, like just not feeling their best, you know, and then walking out completely differently.
Yeah.
I think a lot of people come in and they're surprised. They sort of think, oh, like I still remember a client that's been a client of mine now from early days of having the shop. And the first time she walked in to the studio, she said to me, oh, you wouldn't have anything for me in here. And it was like a challenge. Challenge accepted. And I was like, oh, I wouldn't. Are you kidding me? You know, nothing makes me happier than just being able to see, and her wardrobe over the years has been transformed. Like, we've got this before photo and it was all black. Like, all she wore was black, right? And now there's hardly any black. It's color, and it's an expression of, it's not about, you know, it doesn't mean you have to wear color. That's not what I'm saying. But she's now expressing who she is and feeling amazing every day and having all these options of things to wear that express herself. And I think a really good analogy of it, because I used to think when I first started styling, I thought, oh my gosh, it's like, I just want to help women. I want to help them feel confident and amazing in the skin that they're in. But I'm selling clothes, and it felt a bit superficial. Do you know what I mean? It feels, and I think when you think about fashion, even when I decided to study like with the Australian Style Institute, I thought, oh, well, I'm not cool enough for that. Do you get what I mean? Like, you think it's it's high fashion. You got to look a certain way. You've got to be a certain size, all these kind of things. But actually with style, it's not even about, for me, if you girls, when you come in, it's not about what I like. It's about what you're drawn to and what's expressing who you are and who you are right now. So to see someone be transformed and using garments as a tool, like they literally are a tool. You know, when you're having a crappy day and you just want to be in your jammies, like, what is that? Do you know what I mean? We just want to be comfy and cozy or whatever. And then when you're going out to a certain thing, you're like, oh, I'm going to put this on because when I put this on, I feel ... Do you know what I mean? And sometimes when you're just feeling meh, you just put on your meh clothes. Like, it's like they are actually a tool that we can use to make our day better, to
change our state.
Exactly. It's actually so powerful. And it's the same when you get your hair done, or like any of these exterior things that we do in self-care, that they're just really powerful tools for us to use to feel amazing. So yeah, so that's what makes my heart sing. Seeing a woman be able to transform herself by using the tool of clothing, what she wears. It's really cool.
Beautiful.
I love it.
What sort of women do you like to work with? I guess you kind of went through that before, but yeah, all of them.
All women. I mean, I've had teenagers, like, quite young. You know, God, I wish my teenagers would let me dress them, but I'm not cool to them.
Same.
But, you know, I have had some really, probably my youngest, I'm trying to think how old she was when I first met her, maybe 14. And then I've had women, I think there was this gorgeous woman when I had the shop in Wyong. She used to come in all the time. I haven't seen her so much since I've moved, unfortunately. But she didn't look it. I think she was about 90. Because she told me once, but I wasn't allowed to tell anyone. But you guys don't know who I'm talking about, so it's okay. But like we all need clothes, right? Like, we all wear clothes, so it really is for anyone. I guess my current, like, you know, you all have what do they call that? Like your demo, your real demographic.
Your ideal client. Yep.
Your niche client.
Well, and for me, it's not even about idealism. It's just kind of probably who I attract the most and probably have the most for as well. But again, the girls have been my girls wear my jeans now, so that's very exciting.
Oh, well. Well done.
So they have started wearing Kel K in the last year or so. But I would say generally I find that they're kind of in that mummy era, starting around 30, maybe 35 to like 55. Tends to be that, you know, the what's the word? You know, the most, what am I trying to say? No words. Like, most of my clients fit into that age bracket.
Well, that's the demographic you're in too, so that makes sense.
It does make sense. Yeah.
You draw those ones in because that's where you're comfy too. Yeah.
All right. So
how do people get to you?
Yeah, great question.
Thank you, Teresa. You read my mind.
Yeah, I like that one.
We're
yeah,
friends.
so you guys just work so well together.
Yes, we do.
So I now have the studio at home, as we said, which is in Jillaby. So what we do now is you basically just message me. So you can do that via my website, which is kelkstyling.com.au. But I also have my Instagram, which is Kel K Styling. I have a Facebook page. My phone number is pretty much everywhere. If you just Google Kel K Styling, it's all up on there, but it is appointment only. So I think on Google, how weird is Google sometimes though, right? Am I right?
Yep.
It's like you're 24 hours, you're open 24 hours. Now, technically speaking, if you wanted an appointment at 3 a.m., not sure I'm going to accept that appointment time. But I do like my sleep. But because I have the online store, obviously that is available for people to browse and look at any time. But yeah, if you want to come to the studio, which I highly recommend, especially for your first experience, I really love to do a full style consultation, which I've never actually had the opportunity to do with either of you. I was thinking about this.
No.
So we probably have to fix that in a hurry, maybe after the awards when we're all not so, although we were just saying, when does the busyness stop?
That's right.
That's true.
That's fine, but you do need a good 2 hours for a style consultation, and it is best. Some people get a bit nervous about this, but it is best to do it by yourself. It's not that I wouldn't say, oh yeah, bring a friend and do it together, but then it's not focused on the one person. And I really like what happens in that process is I'm actually taking a lot of notes. I'm asking you a lot of questions, some of which will seem very weird, like, why are you asking me? Can't you tell that my hair is this color, or whatever the question may be? But the thing about styling is that it's very much about like your perception of yourself. It's all good and well for me to, like, I'm going to direct you and help, and it depends how open people are, I think, too. Like, some people want you to just, you know, take control and tell them what to do. But I think it's also very important we talk about things, we talk about color, we talk about body shape, but in a way that's not like, you're this is your colors. It's not the old school way anymore. It's very much, I'm asking you questions, which is helping me have all of that in the back of my mind, and then I'm showing you things and we're working through things, and we try a lot of things because not everything's going to work. And it helps as well for me to get to know your body by giving you pieces to try on, if that makes sense. So in a style consultation, ask lots of questions. It takes a good hour just to get through the consultation process. And then what I like to do, which is a little bit of a point of difference with how I run my styling packages, is because I have the studio. So I don't have to take you to Westfield or Erin Affair. We can have a play in my studio. I don't claim to have everything in every style and every that's going to suit. I do have a certain flair in my studio, which you'll see. It's very colourful. It's very bohemian and sparkly and fun. I like to have your signature kind of pieces, and also like some staples as well, like your denims and things like that. But I'm also not going to say to you, you're going to get everything from me. We can also then jump online and have a look at your favorite stores online. I also get into people's wardrobes and things like that, which can be really helpful too, because you might already have, a lot of people do have 10 very similar things. You know, it's like, but have you already got 15 pairs of jeans? You know, those people where it's like they love denim, or like my friend who has all black, or that's okay. And you know what? Isn't it interesting when you walk into a shop then, Teresa, do you find that you gravitate to stuff like what you've already got straight away?
Yeah.
It's a part of your brain. It's called your reticular activated system. And it's a part of your brain that's trained to find certain things. So if you were, I love black, you walk into a colourful shop and you see the black section, guess what? You're going straight to the black pants, the black top, whatever it is. If you love pink, you know what I mean? It's the same thing. Or like at the moment when Janine was like looking at pink things and green things because it's the colour for Women in Business Connect, I bet you she's just going to have an eye for that. She's just going to spot those colours whenever she's walking around the shops. It's not something that some of us do. It's actually part of our the way
It's
that our brain
embedded in
functions.
our unconscious brain, really, because
Yeah.
it's a pattern that we repeat. So
Exactly.
when I shop, I have to consciously go, you don't need any more black, Teresa. Find something in colour.
Don't do
navy.
it.
That's comfy. Navy's not too far out. Or dark purple or grey.
Just like, you know, we've got you in some red too.
I
Hey,
know, you
babe.
have got
Yes.
me in a
Like,
red frock.
and you look amazing.
Which I
Like,
do
but I
wear.
think color can just be a way to express, like, you can just feel, you know, sometimes you want to wear the darker colors because it's about the feeling of it. You might be feeling a bit whatever. And or sometimes for people, like a black blazer, it makes them feel powerful. It makes them feel like they're going to make decisions and work hard today. Like it's really powerful what a garment can do. But I'm there to sort of also help you not just go and just to try something different. And I always find whenever I put someone in something completely like, oh, I would never pick that up, and they're like, but I'll try it because I mean, when in Rome as such, you know. And then they're like shocked, like, what? But I also like to get people to just have a little look and I see what they gravitate towards, because sometimes it's still different because they haven't seen anything like it because it's in my studio. But it also helps me go, yeah, but if they get a few things that are kind of in the color palettes that they already have, they're going to be able to mix and match in their wardrobe. So it doesn't mean we all need full brand new wardrobes and spend however much. I also get people to set a budget. I'm not trying to make you spend thousands of dollars that you don't have. We can also curate your wardrobe over time and work on finding those pieces. So yeah, it's a lot of fun. There's so many options. But in answer to your question, you can just message me. Just went on a full tangent, didn't it?
Oh, look, guys, if that doesn't make you want to go and stop in at Kel K's, and I know, right? We really need to get that styling session in, not just a little bit of a browse, but a full styling session. I would love, absolutely love that.
We're going to do that.
We're going to do it. We are going to do it. All right.
And not together, apparently.
No, not together.
Sorry, guys. I'm not scary. You'll be fine.
That's okay.
Oh, dear. Thank you so much, Kel, for popping on today for our coffee chat. And, of course, thank you again for being... I know, the awards are going to be so much fun. And, yeah, guys, if you need a frock, which is Teresa's favourite word, frock.
It is my favourite word, frock.
It is. Head on down to Jillaby to see Kel K. Give her a call, message, and book your appointment in her studio. So thank you for joining us on our coffee chat. Yes, thank you, Teresa. And we will see you all later.
Love you all. Bye.